video from my favourite place, because I've just basically caned all of my money on a new gun. So I still don't know which gun to use, because on kind of some of those long distance shots I was still getting kind of more flesh wounds than kind of drop shots. And
Tramfine will be happy to know that Mr. Black is alive.
Oh, God's sake, shut up.
He doesn't pose a threat to others. Maybe he just missed Tramfine. Hey, I can't believe I just said that. Seems like whatever Tramfine's on is contagious.
Okay, so I've just bought one of these Canning Magnum Frontiers because somebody online said that it was awesome and it will drop anything, and I'm not kind of that into scoring, trying to score highly or anything, or using the right gun with the right animal. I'm still just trying to drop animals, and I've got to kind of try and earn all of my money back now, because I went down to literally nothing. So I've come down here to, this is my favourite space. I've found loads of things down here, so I've kind of dropped a tent here so I can always fast travel. And this whole area down here is like a mud bank, but this whole area seems to just have everything. I've had male and female mooses. There's a little coyote rest zone over here somewhere. I've had mallards from this pond. There's mooses. There's everything. So if you're just wanting to sort of rack up and drop some animals quickly, then this is the place to come. So I thought I'd come here with my new gun and see what I can find. And kind of wind is in my favour today as well, because the wind is blowing right in my face. So hopefully, if there are any animals here, then what was that? That kind of looks like an animal. Oh, it is an animal. It's the head of a moose. Is it the head of a moose? That, to me, that looks like it's going to be a rest zone, because that moose is resting. Or is that moose half dead? Oh no, it's just standing.
Tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
So I might try. So okay, so let's test out this new gun. So it's supposed to have like a super. That's not a new gun. It's supposed to have like a super flat trajectory, and it's supposed to just be able to drop stuff with one shot. So let's see if I can do a spine shot on this moose. No, moose is running away. But I might be able to get it again. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, I'm really sorry, moose. Oh, that's a big moose. Oh, God damn it, I need to remember to load. Oh, I want the big moose. I want the big moose. Come on. So I don't know if that's going to work or not. Oh, that was a big moose. Oh, see, here you go. So this is like the advantages of actually being prepared. So I should have got all those shots lined up in my gun. I still would have missed. That moose could have come and licked my face. I would have missed it. But we'll go... What? There's just a random moose that I just shot in the leg. Oh, wow, no. Yeah. See, I knew that was going to happen. See, it is a really, really good place. Is that... Okay, let's try and have him. So let's just see how far... I'm using my rangefinder. I'm remembering to try and use my rangefinder a lot more. Because obviously it's... That's not the moose I just saw, though, is it? Is that the moose I just saw? 367 yards away. That's... Okay, so if I can get this, this will be my longest shot ever. And obviously, knowing my hunting history, I'm not going to get it. What I'm going to do is shoot it in the knob. Let's have a go. Wait, is it there? I'm going to break my rule and go running. Why am I running so slow? Why is my little avatar not as excited as I am? Okay, so there's a big blood splat here. So is that... Was that moose? No, Is it that moose? Oh, that is that moose. Okay, so I'm just going to do a spot on this moose because I think this was. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't hear that one. So I'm going to have to go over to that little space over there and just see if I manage to get a blood trail from that first one that I took a shot at. So this is quite a good gun. So that because you can see I've kind of gone through the leg, but oh no, it's kind of just gone behind the leg. I got really lucky. I thought I'd gone through the leg on that one and just got really good penetration, but no, that's just behind the leg. Okay, so let's. Where was that other one? See, now I'm completely lost. See, and again, as a beginner, I shouldn't be running because I'm going to scare away everything else, but I'm too excited, so I need to get round and see if I hit that moose. And to be fair, I've just fired my gun like 600 times, so if there was anything here, it would have been well frightened off by now. Okay, so I'm going to pull my map up because this. I thought I spotted the moose. Did I not spot that moose that was down there? No, okay, it was definitely round there somewhere though, wasn't it? Because it can be quite handy once you kind of get a spot to go and drop a waypoint, because then you can spot other animals, but you don't lose your original place that you spotted. Like, it would be really good if you could, like, things that I would change in this game, is it would be great. I do not see a moose here. I don't think I hit that moose. I can't even really remember where it was because I didn't drop a thing. Was this its footprints? No. No. Don't even really know where it was. I thought it was closer than this. It unlocked this need zone, so it must have been like I'm sure it was along this bank somewhere. Unless it was those reeds there. See, if you could drop like multiple oh, that's probably it. That's probably the moose I just tried to shoot. Okay, I know it's going to be scared away, but I'm just going to keep running. Just to make doubly sure it's not here. Oh, is that a blood splatter? I think that's the one I shot at, because it's kind of running away. But there's no... Oh, no, there is blood splatter. Oh, so it's just a flesh wound. See, and I used to, like, I would spend ages and ages kind of chasing these. And most of the time, like on the small animals, if you get a blood splatter, you can... you can kind of sometimes find them sort of a couple of 100 feet or a couple of 100 meters in. But on these big animals, if you just get like a flesh wound like that, you'll be chasing around for hours and hours kind of looking for it. So it's kind of not really worth chasing it. So I'll just check this bleed. So the bleed rate is still 75 to 100, so it's kind of not worth it. And plus I can still hear it mooing. Okay, so we're going to head back over to the place where I started, and then we're just going to walk down that mud bank. But that's okay, there you go. I got kind of one moose anyway. Oh no, I need to go check that other moose space where I've hit the first moose. Oh shit, I can't remember where. Was this over here? Yeah, because there's my 10, and I shot from here. So let's just quickly go over here and just go and have a look at the blood splat that I got on that moose, and just because obviously if an organ was hit, then obviously I can keep chasing that moose because that will drop somewhere. That's an elk, and I'm gonna start walking just because we might pick up an elk at the same time. Like I say, there's so many animals around here. It really is like a good place to come and kind of rack up some points. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with my gun now, though. I think I'll try and place my shots a little bit better. Aha! A mouse. 237 meters. Oh, so I'm going to load my gun properly this time. Okay, mouse, here we go. That's going to drop. Oh, I thought that was going to drop then. See, that should be quite good because I was kind of aiming where I thought I should aim, because I'm not trying to go for headshots anymore, because I was trying to go for headshots on anything, but you can see from one of the videos that I did the other day that when you look at kind of the skeletal diagram of these, you can see how small the brain is, because I couldn't understand how I was hitting something in the head but getting such tiny flesh wounds, and it's because obviously, you know, I might have just shot it in the cheek or something like that. So it's kind of worth going for body shots, going for those big vital organ shots, because they're much more likely to bring the animal down, even if it, you know, even if it kind of runs away initially. See that moose? I'm going to be really surprised if I didn't get a vital on that moose. Oops. Okay, where exactly was it? Oh, it's right over there. I thought I was on it. I wasn't. It's miles away. It's around there. Okay, let's go and have a look. And again, I'm kind of running because I've already kind of shot my gun off, so my footprints are the... you know, my footsteps are not going to do a huge amount of damage here. Especially as I'm going for long-range stuff. I didn't think it was this far. It didn't seem this far. Oh, I thought that was a blood splat then. It's not. It's a stupid plant. Okay, in that case I do not understand. I don't understand this at all. Because that's not the moose that we saw run away. So that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like... Oh, there's a blood splat there. But that... See, there's some things in this game that, you know, how you're looking at it through your rangefinder, by the time you get there, it looks completely different, and the distance seems wrong, and that the angle of everything seems wrong, because it looked like that moose ran off through the valley. So, you know, I saw it run off. So how did I see it run off if I'm behind? Oh, maybe it was actually... Maybe it was through there, but it just looks weird. There's lots about it, and this is why, for me, maybe it's something that you get used to, but for me, kind of putting those markers down, and when I spot an animal and when I kind of hit an animal, there it is there, putting a waypoint down in the position that I hit it. That's why for me it's so important, because I wouldn't have said that this moose was there's something running around up there as well. It's a little deer. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it was as oh, that's another one. That's like, so there's like there's probably a herd of deer coming through here, or a herd of deer that kind of just are hanging down here, because we've already seen that one come through. I hate hunting in the woods though. I like, maybe this is just kind of a beginner's thing, but You know, it's so much easier around lakes where you can take your time and shoot from one side to the other. But here, where animals can kind of disappear behind trees, it does make it so much harder. Okay, so right, that moose that I shot, I think, was about there. So I'm going to go check out that place and just make sure there's no blood trail from the very first moose that I tried to shoot in the spine. And then we'll go back over to my tent. Well, fast travel back over to my tent on the other side of the lake. Get away from this noise that I've been making. And then just kind of make our way down that river. Because, like I say, I've had some really good success kind of down that river. Oh, look, but that's a perfect place just to have a little look around. See, I thought the moose that I hit was kind of down there more. It makes no sense that it was right up here like this. And that's why I think maybe either I'm off, which is probably a lot more likely, to be fair. Ah, hold on. No, this was the first moose that I hit. That little blood trail, that was the first moose that I hit. Which means... because this was about where it was. So if I have a look over there, my tent should be over there somewhere. My tent is kind of in that direction. So this is my waypoint, which means the moose that I thought I just hit would have been down here. So I'm just going to go and have a check down here. And this is where it would be so much easier. Like I need to work on my shot placement better. Because if I just dropped things where they were, life would be so much easier. So I'm just going to, like, because this is roughly where I thought that moose was, because then it ran off in that direction through the trees. What we got over there? What was that? See, I'm kind of scaring stuff left, right, and centre because I'm running. Okay, let's walk. So this must be the track of the moose that I just hit. Maybe I'm just being a knob. Yeah, this must be my moose. Because this is roughly where this is where I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm just being a knob. Okay, so that's an elk. So it wasn't an elk, it was a moose. So I need to find a moose track. That's an elk. Or a deer or whatever it is. That's an elk. That's an elk. See, and I think my deer ran off that way. So... no, because that's not moose droppings. That's deer droppings. Okay, I don't understand then. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, so that's kind of like a good advert for why you do one animal at a time. So I'm just going to come... I'm not going back to my tent just yet. I'm going to come around this corner because I just heard a moose. What's that? Oh, that's... oh, I know where I am now. Right, that's the outpost. Okay. So I've seen herds of moose. So there's my outpost over there, and you can kind of stand in your outpost. And I've seen herds of moose coming round here, particularly in the evening, because there's the moose need zone on the other side. So if we go round here, we are going to see a moose kind of trotting down through those trees. Okay, let's go back to the mud bank. So this is the other great reason to drop a tent in your favourite spots, because you can just bosh and just fast travel back to it. And it took me ages to figure that out. I didn't see the necessity of the tents. But obviously you can come and do this as well. So I can pick up some more rifle ammo, because my rifle is a little bit low. So I'll pick up some of those. And I think I'll bring my if I haven't already got it, yeah, I'm going to get my air rifle out of storage as well, because this is brilliant for let's put that there. This is brilliant for sort of shooting ducks and rabbits and things like that. So yeah, it's really good. Okay, I need to get some more ammo for my air rifle. So rifle ammo, where are you? There. I don't know which one I've had before. Let's go for this one. Okay, let's just put that ammo in there. Okay, good. Stick a sight on this one. And I'm just going to put my tent back in. There we go. Okay. So I can hear a lot of ducks quacking. There we go. I can see some duckies. So we're just going to take these ducks. See, this is why it's sons of bitches. How dare they fly away and not get killed? That's rude. Okay. So just going to have a little walk down my favourite mud bank and see what we can find. Shame the visibility's kind of gone to shit, but even when it's like this, though, you can still kind of go up and down the mud bank, and you can still spot animals. So it doesn't even matter if you can if you can't see them. If you can see the edge of the water, it's kind of worth just going down like this. To see what you can see. Oh, hold on, wait. Did we decide that I got a shot on that giant moose or not? Because that big male moose ran off through that corner, didn't he? Right, let's just go and have a look at that. Why am I running so slow? Just go and check that out first. Because I'm pretty sure that he came up through this way, or will those tracks have gone now? Female. Male. Surely. Gotta be. Female? Fuck's sake! See, how's that work? Where's the male one gone then? Because one of these was a male, unless it was... Oh, I know what it was. It was a tranny moose. So you've got to be quite careful of those. If you're going for... you know, if you're going for like a male moose or a female moose, you've got to be quite careful. What the hell is that? Okay, so so maybe that's the first moose that I hit. Right, if this is this is so annoying. If this is got dropped in the spine, this was the this will be the very first one that I was right over there looking for. Fuck's sake. And where's that from? Oh no, that's... I don't even know where this one has come from. I'm definitely taking the credit for shooting it, but I have no idea where this has come from. That is the one. That's the very first one. Okay, so that's, you know, and that's where I'm kind of saying that, you know, I know the graphics are brilliant and stuff, but it can look quite off, because I honestly would have put that over there somewhere. Like I say, it's probably like my eyes that are off. Somebody's probably, if anyone ever does watch this, somebody's going to be kind of saying, oh, it was never there, dude. Oh, look at that. So I wonder where they're heading to. Is it worth having a shot? Not with an air rifle. No, because by the time I get my gun out, they've all fucked off. That's okay though, they were so far away. You can kind of see though, and this is what I was saying when I first started playing this game, and then I deleted it and reinstalled it because I thought that I didn't have the animal, the animal pack. I thought that the animal pack didn't get installed with it. Because I was just kind of running around or just walking around with my gun. But there's no way you would see those if you weren't just kind of scanning the hills. And every time you come to a big open space like this, just kind of get your rangefinder or your binoculars out and just kind of scan around. And when you see an animal, it's really important to spot it. And you're on an animal and just go ahead and hit that square button. Because it just helps you keep an eye on them. And if you do take a shot, as demonstrated there, when you kind of run to it, it's going to look completely different. So it's important that you can kind of spot where it was to start with. So rangefinders and spotting. I wonder if those elks are going to do a big circle. There they are. And then come across the river. Is that really 300? That does not look 356 meters away, surely. Is it? Okay, let's have a go. Doesn't look 300 away, so I think this is going to be wrong, but we'll try. The dumb one's like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Always, kind of worth a shot. It feels a bit mean, but it's worth a shot shooting from behind as well, because the pelvis is there, and you can get access to all sorts of kind of non-vital organs that will still drop this. Right, so that I don't look like a twat, I'm now going to go in and I'm going to put a marker. Oh, it was 159. No. So why is my rangefinder saying 300 meters when it's 159 meters? I don't get it. I do not get it. Because I spotted it as well, so it should have zeroed in on that animal. Okay, so therefore I'm going to because I had my thing zeroed to 300 meters, I'm going to be really lucky if I got anything on that now. Maybe that's kind of what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm like, if I'm missing something here, please tell me. I'm not missing you though. I can see you. See, 530. Okay, so now, if I go and drop a point on him... 234. So how's that work? Because I've dropped a point, like I've dropped the thing on the animal, so why is my rangefinder saying... It's not in feet or something. No, it's not, it's in meters. I do not understand. So there you go, I've spotted that animal, and now it's 149. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just not accurate enough with my rangefinder. Ah, now I've lost where I shot that stupid fucking elk. Okay, so let's go in here and try and find some elk prints. Ah, okay, so this is where they were crossing, just here. So yeah, they did. So they circled round. So if you kind of see like a herd of animals kind of travelling together, they're obviously going to be travelling somewhere. So it would be worth just kind of waiting to see where they go. So it's saying I got no hit on that male elk. I don't get that either. But there's the blood spatter from it. It's kind of weird though, right? So maybe, like, if you understand this game better than me, maybe you could explain that to me. Because that does not seem to make an awful lot of sense. See, it's so much easier when it happens like that. Why can't it just always be like that? Okay, now that one... Oh no, that's the same one. Okay, I thought that was going to say that that was the female one, because I took a pop at the female as well. So let's go and have a look, see if we can find him. Like, I guess this is just all experience. It's kind of maybe people that know what they're doing a little bit more. It becomes a little bit clearer what, you know, I'm obviously making a mistake somewhere. And there is my radioactive looking elk. Nice. Nice. Bronze. Okay, so just going to have a little look around. So I'll stop running now, so that I can actually find some animals. There's a mouse. But is it really that far away? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Kind of don't trust my rangefinder now. Maybe I should just leave the rifles all set to 150. Over to the other side of the river and go pick up that deer. see what I mean though about this being a really good spot? Because there are just so many animals just wandering around. And the good thing is, because they're all, like if you're, oh, there it is. See, I do not think though that that is that far away. Oh, there you go. So that's, yeah, that would kind of be more like it. This is why I love kind of shooting by rivers, because you can afford to kind of run around a little bit, because you're spotting stuff that's so far away. You don't have to worry about being as quiet as you would be if you were kind of creeping through the woods and doing things at like sort of 20, 30, 40 meters. Because if all the animals that you initially spot are kind of like a couple of 100 meters away, it makes no difference at all kind of what noise, providing you're not pulling out an ATV, it makes no difference what noise you're making down here, because it's not going to scare them away down there. But like I say, this is a really good spot, and so the mud bank kind of starts here. And this was because when I did finally reset the game, obviously, you come in down here, you come in at Beaumont, and this is where I wasn't finding any animals at all. And I now know that that's because I was kind of doing it wrong. But I saw a video that said, travel up here to, to Willie Peg, come up to this outpost, and then just kind of make your way down this river, and you will kind of spot animals. And that's when the game really changed for me. And that's where it became kind of really interesting, because all of a sudden I was kind of using my rangefinder and using my binoculars and spotting loads of animals. I wasn't hitting shit, I wasn't hitting any of them, but it was kind of really nice to know that I didn't have like a fucked up copy of the game where they'd forgotten to put the animals in it, and that it was just in fact me being shit at it. Okay, so I'll go pick up this deer and then we'll kind of travel on further down the river. I'm still kind of checking all these open spaces though, and still making sure I have a look behind me, because you never know what's going to come in behind me. Maybe like a mallard is going to try and sneak up and attack me from behind. And there's all sorts of animals here. There's bears, mallards, kind of Roosevelts and moose, and there's everything. So there's like a really good selection to have here. Is this gun any better though? I don't know. Maybe it's just that as you get better, you start to drop stuff more with kind of single hits. And maybe it's not about the gun. Because it's why I quite like hunting. If I'm out sort of looking for whitetails or something like that, I'll kind of go out with an air rifle, because up to sort of 200 meters. Why are you just lying there like that? How lazy is that? Oh, that'll be because it's a rest zone. Is there somewhere I can cross over? Because there is. If there is, I'll take a shot at those. But I don't want to have to run all the way back. Where were they? Oh yeah. I could probably drop that. So I'm just going to just make doubly sure with my rangefinder again. So where did I spot that mouse? There we go. I actually know they're out on the bank. It's just that they're being obscured at the minute. So that's two. So it's showing us 244 yards. Yeah, that would probably be about right. Okay, so let's see if we can zombie kill it. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's loads of them. But I did not drop that one. And that's going to have been a flesh wound. There's loads. I could have picked... See, I could have picked loads if I'd just been more patient. I probably could have got a couple of those, but I didn't. Because I rushed it. Unless you're a lot better than me, which is not difficult, to be fair. No headshots, no headshots, no headshots, no headshots. See, it's frustrating. They've all run away. But I probably could have had a couple of those if I'd have just taken my time. And actually kind of stalked them and you know, come round the corner properly. Were they down in this? I thought they were down in that ditch there. See, this is where it's really weird, because I would not have put them over there. Yet that's where the marker is showing. I would have put them over there. That's really weird. Huh. Again, I guess it's experience of kind of knowing how the maps work and knowing how the terrain works. What's in there? Oh, that's the that's the herd of mooses running away. Run away! If they kind of knew how shit I was, they wouldn't. They'd kind of realise they don't really have to run away. They could just do whatever they want because I'm not going to hit them. Right, so any blood splats? Anything at all? No, 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 because I cannot shoot. I thought I would have got something. Like at least one dead moose. Nada. Wow, how sucky is that? This one didn't even run away. This one's just like, ah, fuck it, he's never going to hit me from there. That's disappointing. I thought I would at least have had something. Yeah, I would have thought I'd got something out of that. That is disappointing. Oh! A huge herd of deer. And a boy one. Okay, let's have a go. I'm going to wait till he puts his head down and go for a spine shot. Oh, that kind of worked. As did that. Nice. Oh, that was kind of cool. Now what I might do is wait and see if they come back. So make my way slowly around this lake. Fuck the mooses, because they were shit. They're obviously robo mooses that can't be killed by conventional weapons. Because those two drop like rocks. So you see what I mean though, it's a good place. It's a good place for spotting. What's the time? So 20 past 3. So yeah, so what I could do is wait for those guys and see if they come back. Thought I saw something running through the trees there. So I might just wait here for a min and just see if those deers come back out, because quite often they will come back to the same space and carry on feeding, surrounded by the corpses of their dead buddies. Should I have a crack with this one? Maybe felt a little bit high. That one didn't though, that one felt good. Although he ran away. Okay, so I'm going to drop a marker over where they were, so I can go and check that out afterwards. Okay, I've made, I think, enough noise here to have scared away anything living. Okay, we'll go pick up those deers and then go and see if I got a hit on those elk. Those blue tracks, they were the same elk that were running with those moose. Rabbits. Oh yeah, there you go, I see you. Oh, and I see you. You're dropping. You are definitely going to drop. Yep. Now that, okay, right, so now I've got a problem, because I want to go over to where they were to see if I got a hit on one of those, but I'm going to forget that. I'm going to forget where that was, and then I want to go up and see if I got a hit where that elk was up there. And now I've got something running through the bush. is like shooting in a zoo. And there's no way on earth I'm going to remember where... I can't even remember now where that was. Okay, so I'm going to go pick these up, not spot any more animals. Did I put a spot of where that was? Yeah, cool, okay. So we're going to go over here, go pick up those deer, see if I got a hit on the elk over there, then run over to the other side and see if I got a hit on the elk up there. Because it did drop. Definitely dropped. I think it's going to be behind that tree. That one there. That one just there. See, that's the thing about this place, this corner. There's almost too much to fire at. And I find some other places you kind of fire your gun, and then you don't see anything for a good sort of 5 or 10 minutes. Here, it doesn't seem to matter because everything is moving. You know, it's moving around so fast. Okay, that's pretty good. See, and again, it's not like a gold or anything, but I'm not that fussed about that kind of stuff at the minute. As long as it died. That sounds really mean, doesn't it? As long as I fucked up an animal, then I'm happy. I'll sleep well at night. See, again, this terrain, though, this does not look anything like I thought it was going to look like. This is not where I thought they were going to be resting. So if I hadn't dropped this marker, there's no way I would have made it here again. No way. Okay, right, so now I'm here. I'm going to start spotting these tracks to see if anything died. So I'm going to put my marker here so I can go and look and see if I found that elk. See if I hit that other elk. So any blood spots? Anything where they ran away? We do have a blood spot. No organs hit. So no organs hit. So do I spend 10 minutes trying to find that one or not? Okay, I'm going to have a look at the next blood... Wrong way. He did not go that way. He went this way. He definitely went this way. I'm going to have a look at the next blood trail for that. That would have been annoying. There. And just see if it drops down. These are going in the wrong direction. These are obviously the... See, this is what confused me earlier on as well, because I've spotted this moose, so this is showing me his footsteps in, and you can see... Oh, no, okay, now these are footsteps out. And it confused me because I would end up kind of following the footsteps in, wondering why I wasn't going closer to where I thought the moose was. Or the elk was, or whatever. Okay, that one's not going down, so I'm going to leave that. So many animals, though. Okay, so I'm going to kind of make my way round. Hopefully this elk has run round in the direction that I want to go in. Like, I don't think I'm going to find it. What way are these footsteps going? These are going the wrong way. Yeah, I do not think I'm going to find that elk. I don't think it's going to go down. Sorry, elk. Kind of got to run round and spend the rest of your life with an injury. Okay, so I'm going to go back up there and go and have a look at that first one and try and take some pop shots at anything else that we see on the way. See here, this is where it would be worth pulling out your binoculars again and just kind of having a little scan around, just to see if you're, just to see if you can kind of see something out in the wild. Do you know what would be really handy as well? If you could kind of look from here, zoom in and see if there's a blood trail there. Like, see if there's, obviously if it's just like a tiny little flesh wound, you're not going to see that. But if you, at least if you got a vital organ hit, it would be really handy if they were rendered further away. So you'd know if it was worth running back and forth for. In my case, obviously not worth running back and forth for because I'm shit and I don't hit anything. But for people that kind of know what they're doing, it would be quite handy. Actually, no, because this is the one that I thought I did actually hit. Okay. See, anywhere like this as well, like as a beginner, anywhere where you can see loads of tracks like this and you know it's kind of a good little traffic area, it's worth kind of having a look around here and just maybe planting yourself in one of these bushes. Because look, there's moose. We have a flesh wound. Damn. That's annoying. Oh, okay, this is why I thought he died behind this tree, but he didn't. He darted up that hill. Twat. Okay, so we can carry on making our way down the river. So that's not bad so far. So a couple of blacktails, a couple of mooses. That's not too bad. Nice to see a bear about now. There's something, I can hear something creeping around, but I haven't got a shotgun. Probably a rabbit. It's over the brow of that hill. Oh, there's a pond. Oh no. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. No, I'm not going to chase that. I found when you kind of hear something really close as well, it can be quite handy to take your sight off your gun. Because you can get it to your shoulder kind of much quicker and get a shot off quicker. And I've got some really close range things where I've taken my sight off. Oh look, that elk came back down again. So we can see if it started to bleed out. Oh, it did, look! 0 to 25%. See, that's why sometimes it can be worth following those trails, because he is going to be just up here. She, rather. Wow, see, and I would have let that go. There it is. See, I would have let that go. But, it, you know, even when you see a flesh wound, no organs hit, you never know where the flesh wound actually was. See, it's just a good even though it's a flesh wound, that's a good flesh wound. See, that would have been an annoying follow all the way back there, 266 meters, but it just goes to show you never can tell. If you think you hit it, maybe you did. Crazy. Okay, I'm just going to go to the edge of the river, go have a look down, see if we can see anything interesting. So I'm going to kind of head down to this point. Unless I've got a tent somewhere. Actually, do you know what? Let's go have a look over here. We're going to have a little brief look over here, and then we'll call it a day. Wow, I really didn't think I was going to get that elk. Crazy. I don't know why I had to place a waypoint for that. See, I like to have these tents in just little convenient locations. I've seen. Oh, okay, that's quite handy. That's a rest zone. Okay, try and take this as my last moose of the day. That was crap. I thought that was going to drop. See, when I go for these neck shots, I just miss. I should just go and randomly just throw bullets at a fucking animal. And I swear, sometimes I would have more luck. Let's go have a look. See, I really expected to fire and then that just be dropped. Because I thought I hit it in the neck. So hopefully I can hit it somewhere, because hopefully I hit it somewhere, because at least I can see where my first shot went. Oh, I got 2 shots on it. See, I'm going to follow that out because I'm kind of learning from that elk. That even though they were just flesh wounds, they might have been good flesh wounds. Ah, there you go. It's dropping 50 to 75%. $50 to $75. Okay, so in this is Super Moose. It might be a couple of 100 meters, but that moose is going to be down somewhere. $25 to $50. There it is. See, there you go. See, previously I might have ignored those, but it's worth it's worth following the trail just for a few meters to see if that starts to drop. Oh, there you go. So I kind of tried to hit it in the I kind of tried to hit it in the neck, and I did get it in the neck, kind of. No, I didn't. What did I do? I hit it in the shoulder. Yeah. So, but it was the first one that did the real damage. But without those other two, I don't think that would have gone down as quickly as it did. Oh, now I'm kind of inspired. I was going to quit them, but I'm inspired just to have a look around and see if there's anything else out here now. It's like a good time to find need zones now as well. You just have a little scan around of the bushes, and you can spot animals in their need zones, which is really good because that's obviously going to help you when you when you go back to it. But there we go. So I think I'll quit. Let's see if I picked up any skill points. No. Any perk points? No. But there you go. Worked for me.